You can't show me grace. I'm telling you. You can't show me grace. You can't show me. You can't show me grace. There's no grace you can show me. Stop playing with me, my God. You can't show me grace. It's alright. You're doing too much, bro. You can't show me grace. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Stop it.
Why are you doing that, bro? You are.
I'm not gonna hold you, man. I am not gonna hold you. There's two sides to this story. I made sure to put this clip in here. I just saw this. This is crazy. Oh man, I have so much to say. Emanny, salute to you. Get the Hi guys. Quick side note. This is gonna be one of the more profane and vulgar reactions that I've had. That's why I titled it Visceral. If that's not something that you prefer, please click on the playlist JBP Elevated. There's plenty of videos where there's music in the background and I'm giving my proper reactions. This is not that. Parental discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised. Enjoy the show. Fuck out my face! That's what you need to tell these boys. This ain't a joke. This is not a joke. You can't show me grace, nigga. Huh? Emanny! But, oh man. Coming from a nigga that has done the same thing and would react the same exact way, that comes from a place from within. And it's not a positive within. You lash out like this on niggas when you're not comfortable with the position you yourself are in currently. Of course, all I'm thinking about is Joe at the moment. How am I gonna finagle this into something positive? Because this shit happened on live footage. It's gonna get clipped up to shit. And you stole off on this nigga. Straight stole off on this nigga. And then Flip, dumbass, tossed him to the ground. What happens if this nigga says, F all this street shit? I'm done with it. I'm pressing charges on these niggas. What happens when he goes and tries to take everything you're worth, nigga? And these lawsuits work because we're seeing it happen with Drake right now. They'll skip parties, nigga. They'll go over parties. They'll include parties. So what does that mean for Joe? Even though this is a Queens Flip or Flip the Network broadcast, what if that nigga tries to tie in JBP and JBN? Because that nigga Emanny is a part of the JBP and the JBN. And the only reason y'all know each other is because y'all both work there. And here it is. I'm coming in this room so I can have fun. I'm telling this nigga clearly, I'm showing you grace because I want to react the way you reacted on me. But instead of heeding that advice, you stole me straight in the face, nigga. I ain't even get a chance to get no lick back. Emanny, the real nigga side of me is hype for you because I've done that. I parked niggas for talking crazy to me or telling me that they're not doing something to save me. Nigga, fuck out of here. But on the flip side, nigga, I got multiple felonies, nigga. Multiple felonies, nigga. Because every person that I parked has called the police, nigga. Press charges, nigga. I got convicted, nigga. And none of my shit was recorded. This shit happened on a broadcast that niggas had to pay for. Oh my God. And now you got a nigga that wasn't watching the motherfucking broadcast speaking on this shit. And the reason I didn't watch the broadcast is because Flip didn't plan accordingly. Because in his head, his dumbass thought he could live stream on Patreon. Fam, when have you ever seen a motherfucker live stream on Patreon? There's a reason it doesn't happen. There's a reason when y'all did y'all Podgiving last year and y'all went live, you didn't go live on Patreon, nigga. It was posted on Patreon. So you had niggas sign up under your link, $15, $60, and then they had to go download or go on the mobile desktop or go on a laptop, a whole different app or device or browser, nigga. That's too complicated. How come you didn't just do this on your YouTube channel, nigga? And Joe, in jest, said he was going to wind up firing you and Emanny because of all the attention that y'all keep giving the spaces. Hey, shout out to Too Clean, yo. Shout out to Too Clean because he just posted a video on Danny and Joe speaking about this shit. And everybody wants to take it as a joke. The things that Danny says because he's an annoyance and they don't like his voice, but he be speaking real shit. How do you feel that Emanny and Flip keep contributing more to their spaces than they do on the pod? And Joe was trying to brush that shit to the side, but he believes it because it's the fucking truth. And here we are. Now you're in the room with this nigga, and your most viral clip, because this is going to be his most viral clip by the time it circulates, is you stealing off on another nigga, knowing that in the clip, they're not going to say shit about Flip's podcast. They're not going to say shit about Flip's podcast. They're going to put your ass and the JBP in the title on every clip. Me included, nigga. Me included. Now you got to worry about the legalities of the situation. And for what? Because you don't even have a secure position on a JBP. What if Joe is forced into a corner and says, I can't, this is not a good look for my network at the moment. You have to go. What if Prize Picks came to Joe and said, Emanny has to go? You think Joe's going to pick you over Prize Picks, nigga? This last Patreon episode, y'all was just talking about how y'all had to get it out the mud when y'all was touring for the music. You think Joe wants to go back to that when he already dug himself out? Nigga, you have to go. And this is not me hoping this happens, because Emanny, I'm on your side, nigga. That's how I would react if a nigga was irking me. But if you know that's your mentality and you know you're not right and you got a couple of screws loose, why the fuck would you place yourself in that predicament anyway? And now, you might have lost all of it. Let's hope Joe looks at you with the same couth that he looked at his own situation with. Don't, and then it's gonna, I'm trying to prep you, nigga, because it's gonna happen like this in real time. Don't be excited when Joe starts including you more on shows in the next 2 to 3 week span. If you're on a main episode, I would be nervous, nigga. We've all seen The Sopranos, and if not, we've seen clips of The Sopranos. How did the mafioso niggas always set them niggas up? Ha ha ha, happy-go-lucky, give them a drink. Here you go. Make sure a nigga's comfortable right before we end his fucking life. So, in Joe's head, I gotta work with the algorithm, dog. I'm placing you on every pod, the main pod, Patreons. You could be on the BTS for the next 3 weeks to a month. It's your show. I'll even name this next podcast, You Can't Show Me Grace. Don't Show Me Grace. One or the other. But then March come around. Where's Emanny? March come around. Where's Flip? This could end because I think it's Backwoody that he hit. I think it's Woody that he hit. This could be really bad in the long run, dog. But you got a nice viral moment, fam. You did it. Flip, you did it. You might have gotten traction for your feed now. And it didn't look the best from the little clip I saw. When you are on one of the top-rated podcasts in the world, when you are on one of the top-rated shows in the world, when you are on one of the top-rated broadcasts in the world, you can't do stupid shit like this. I'm sorry. Flip! Joe just told you! I hate that you posted the fact that you got arrested on your page because of how that could affect us at the JBN. That's strike one, and this is not even numerical order or chronological order. Strike two, when you called the TMZ rep to speak on my case, on me. Who's to say this ain't strike three, nigga? You took someone that works for me, because I already thought that was shady. Joe spoke on him being upset that Flip was doing a 24-hour stream on another network, doing whatever the fuck he was. Whenever Joe was hyping that shit up, I knew Joe was mad. That was him sending Flip aside. And Joe also knew that Flip couldn't get no fucking live stream on Patreon. That's why he kept ushering niggas to Patreon. He wasn't telling them to go on YouTube. He wasn't telling them niggas to download Vimeo. He wasn't telling them niggas that they have to get a mobile desktop browser as opposed to being on a fucking app. It's not even a good parallel. I just told you niggas. This me speaking as Joe. I just fucking told you niggas. In jest, I will fire the both of y'all. He said Flip and Ish leaving at the same time would be bad and detrimental for his business. Not Flip and Emanny, nigga. And now since y'all two want to work in tandem, go right ahead. Emanny, I'm not mad at you for handling shit like a real nigga would do, because that's what my dumb ass would do. But coming from someone that has 6 felonies, stay the fuck away, nigga. And I don't have $1 million best friend podcast behind me. Just we'll see, man. We'll see. I appreciate y'all even listening to my rant, dog. This is real time reaction. This is